Hey, all right. I'm live on both platforms so far. So we're going to be figuring a couple things out as I'm moving this microphone around, moving this mic or this camera around. All right. There we go. Now we've got everything facing in the same general direction, and I can sit here and talk about all the randomness. This way I can see everything. I'm at least getting the setup figured out. I gotta move this a little bit. Okay. And now that everything is actually still plugged in, I'm even more impressed because that shit never happens when I move anything. So we're just gonna randomly talk about just whatever comes to mind, the normal shit that I do. I also have my new pirate looking thing on because, well, you have to look like a pirate to be a fucking pirate, I guess. But we're also rocking the Metal Manifesto show from this was the Labor Day show from 2024. So I get on both the cameras. This one. If you haven't checked out the KZUM Metal show put on by John Cruz, you're missing out. I know I haven't been on it, but I do support him in other ways by following his concerts that he puts on. And I think I've attended like 6 or 7 now, is what I'm at. Wow. The two different lightings. There's like this little gray spot right here in the mustache. Yeah, like right there. I got this little white line. So, no, that is not the white line of things from my youth. We haven't done those in many, many years. But I also have. See, so I'm now learning how to cross platform social medias and doing the live streams on both of them. We're just going to have some fun tonight because, well, that's what we always do on these type of shows. Because if you're not having fun, well, the fuck are you doing it for? And a lot of the times, I just will randomly talk about nonsense because half the time it doesn't show up if there's people watching or there might be people watching. So, yes, I'm on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. Oh, hey, look, someone's showed up there. Nobody's over here. So, because that's the cool thing about my channel. I can do whatever I want. I can add my own sound effects and make my own noises. And, well, that's what happens when you're almost 41 fucking years old. And God knows how the hell I made it this long. That is probably the biggest kicker of how. I don't know. Half the people in my family, let's see, they're either in their 80s. My grandma's still kicking at 94 and a half. She's almost 95. So that right there should say something. My great grandpa was 98. My daughter just showed me she got sour cream and onion chips. Hey, could you shut the door, please? It's like I'm asking her to do brain surgery. Just, I can't do anything. It's so complicated, Dad. I can't open the damn door. Leave the fat bastard alone. That is my cat. My fat bastard is over here supervising me because, no, you got to leave that one on or I have no light over here. My fat bastard is supervising me to make sure that I stay within all the realms of things that I'm not allowed to say. Can I say fuck? Yeah, he's just laying there sleeping. How about shit, piss, fuck, cock, cunt, sucker? Piss, shit, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Are those all allowed to say? He did not react, so he's letting me say it. I want to blame my cat, Loki, for allowing me to say these inappropriate things that are banned on all the other on the radio stuff. So, yes, I did just catch quote some George Carlin. And what's up, DJ? Hopefully I can make it tomorrow. DJ's band, Hatricide. Did I say that right? Please, God, let me say it right. Hatricide, Evil Shadows, The Clincher, and Ah, fuck. There's a fourth one in there. Patricide, Evil Shadows, the Clincher. God damn it. I'm gonna have to find this flyer. I know I posted something. Hang on, we're like multitasking now. We're bouncing back and forth and doing all that stuff. Crap. Oh, that's some cool ass band merch on this thing. Let me see where this Doohickey Jigger is. I posted it earlier. Oh yeah, that's me fucking trying to say that I fuck shit up at work. Chasing Supernova. God damn it! How did I forget Chasing Supernova? But they're playing tomorrow night at Philly Sports Bar and Grill. I am hoping I can make that show, but a lot of that is going to determine if my vehicle blows up and kills me in the next day. I have a check engine light on. Earlier today, on my way to work in the bumfuck early mornings, it decided to pop up and say that the gas cap was faulty. And now I've got the check engine light that has come on. It has stayed on the whole afternoon on my drive home from work because I live 30 minutes away from where I work. But you will never know where I work because I will not ever say it because they don't pay me for promotion stuff. They just pay me to show up and cut metal and shoot videos in the parking lot on my breaks. That's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to. And so, oh well. But you will never hear me talk about where I actually work at because, like I said, they don't pay me for promotion, so why should I promote them? They do just pay me to run a laser and do about 200 other things, but I have learned through years that I don't do all those things anymore. I do what I'm paid for, especially when the new lead man is making almost as much as I am. So why should I work hard? He's got no experience. That is my rant about work. So if you have experienced operators, make sure you pay them or they're going to turn out like me, a disgruntled employee who likes to say shit and talk shit and start shit. And I work with a guy named Some Shit, but his is Some Shit. He's Vietnamese, cool ass dude. Worked with him on nights for years. No, I'm not sponsored, but I'd love to be sponsored by Geek Bar. That's what I vape and, well, gotta have my nicotine. Cut all the other things out because apparently when I was working like 70-hour weeks, speed is what you need to stay awake and it's illegal. So I don't know. Yes, advantages of having my own podcast. I can say whatever I want as long as I don't cross a distinct line of knowing what I can and can't say. And, well, I have fun. I'm the same way at work. I don't take things seriously. The most I take seriously is taking photos and interviewing bands. And even depending on the band, like when I interviewed Evil Shadows, that was a lot of fun because we were having all kinds of blast shit talking. So, yeah. And we had an ongoing story throughout the interview. Really cool. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to make it to Omaha. I've also been talking with Justin Strawstone from Nice Enough Entertainment, working on setting up an interview with him as long as I can make it up there. Because shout out to Decent Dogs as well. We're just going to go ahead and get some of these shout outs out of the way. Check out Decent Dogs in Omaha. He's all over the place. And they make hot dogs. And I had a piece of paper around here somewhere that I had somebody else I was going to give a shout out to. I have my cool little piece of paper, and also Flatwater Woods out of Grand Island, Nebraska. A coworker of mine who does wood burning using a small CNC laser. Check him out on Facebook. He does awesome work. He's been busy as hell. So, and then I've got another buddy who's been working on making a tumbler. So when I find out the name of his company, we're also going to give him a shout out because, hey, when you give shout outs to everybody, everybody wins. When they find some new followers, maybe they'll send some people my way for photography. Everybody wins. And that's the advantage of doing what I do because I want to see everybody win. There's even people I don't associate with anymore that I still want to see win. Because if you're going to diminish what people are doing. Just because you may have had a falling out with them, you still want to see them win and succeed. And that's the biggest thing, because when one person wins or one group wins, everybody as a whole wins, because, bands find new bands like Hatricide, who's checking out the live stream, or Why Bother, who is also checking out the live stream. So we're going to give us some shout outs. If there's other bands, what's up, Juicy? Evil Shadows, who's checking out the live stream. If you know some bands, we'll give them shout outs too. Fuck it. Why not? We're having fun because this is what we do. And, well, I am the owner, operator, and HR. So if I ask HR if saying, kiss my ass, motherfucker, is inappropriate, then I can go, hang on, let me ask HR. Yeah, no, that's fine. You can say kiss my ass, motherfucker. We approve it. Haha, split personality. Haha. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. This is the advantage of just vibing. My buddy Sean is watching. Check out Paintings by Sean. Haha, top this shout out. Oh, God, get off the damn. Yes, he did the Sam and Dean Winchester painting here. It's I don't know what the hell he did, but it's fucking awesome. It's hanging up in our room. So check out Paintings by Sean. DJ asked me this earlier if I was going to the show in Omaha. As long as I can get the vehicle running, and no problem, Sean. You do awesome stuff, and you also have a huge support for the local music scene. So, of course, we're going to give shout outs to the people who are always doing stuff for the music scene. He's awesome. Sean's an awesome dude. Back to the previous thing. As long as my van doesn't blow up in the next day while I go to work, and the check engine light at least fucks off for a while, it's saying loose gas cap type thing or a misfire in cell 3. And I've replaced the spark plug and the other things. So either I'm going to have to spend money on getting that fixed, or I'm going to go to the show. I got to kind of see, because if I don't have a van to go to work, then I'm kind of fucked. So, but there is one show that's coming up at the end of April that is the show. It seems like every year there's always a show that comes around that it's like, okay, that's the one I'm hitting. Oh yeah, and he also does hip hop stuff with oh fuck, what's it? Hell's Flame. Yes, check out Hell's Flame. I saw him live too. But like every year there seems to be that one show that comes through the area. Last year was the Lamb of God Pantera show that I took my son to. This year it is Snot in Colorado Springs, Colorado. That is the one show that I want to go to above all shows. Like, I missed out on the opportunity to see Snot play in Salina, Kansas for free many years ago. But I do have the posters, and I had some friends. Dave Sin, the drummer for the band, is the vocalist for Love Like War. So, but he did the free show in Salina, Kansas with Snot. And I think I was like, I don't know, 13 when they came through, something like that. Many moons ago. But yeah, I wasn't able to go. Something about I was too young. I wasn't really into the metal stuff. That came later on. I was big into like Bone Thugs and Harmony and Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise and some DMX. Actually, I think DMX came out later. But yeah, I was more into like the rap music, and that was my more go-to stuff. So I hadn't quite gotten into the metal stuff as much as I am now. But yeah, I keep saying Bone Thugs and Harmony. They are my standard for speed rap. Like, if you're not hitting Bone Thug level, then yeah, if you say you're a speed rapper, you got to hit Bone Thug level. That's where my standard's always been for rap. There's some rappers that are way faster than that and have exceeded that expectation. Wow, I'm having like all kinds of alarms things going off. So, but yeah, Snot and Skin Lab are going to be in Colorado Springs, and that's the show of the year for me. That I'm trying to make phone calls to the place and have gotten no answer. I've sent emails trying to photograph the thing. I've got a buddy who actually lives in Colorado Springs, Eric, and he's like, dude, call him Friday after 1. I was like, my time or your time? Because there's an hour difference here. He's like, our time. Why would you call it 1 your time? I was like, okay, well, I'm just following what you're saying. So that is the one show that if I get the opportunity to go to and photograph, that's like the dream come true show for me. There's not a whole lot of them. Like taking my boy to Lamb of God and Pantera, still huge, and loved every minute of that. That was one of those ones where it's like, okay, check them off the bucket list. Let's see, we're bouncing around here. Okay, there's my work approved shirt. Dear Lord. I post an awful lot of shit on Facebook. As you can tell, I'm scrolling through. Where's my weekly flyer thing? Crap. Okay, that's the one where I did a toy unboxing with one of my bonus kids, a little bit, who we ended up watching one of the older videos, and she sounded so little and so innocent, and then she's now 13 and a know-it-all teenager. Ugh. Ugh. A know-it-all teenager. No, she doesn't know it all. She's a great kid, but we had her join In Ruins. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start hopping on these. We've got In Ruins, Neanderthal Jones, and Gravehuffer. 6/16/25 at 89th Street Live Music in OKC. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and hop right into these musical ones. Also, in May, let's see, into April, I got my 41st birthday, so that's the big thing. My birthday show is going to be Snot and Skin Lab. That's my birthday present to me. Is I'm going to that show. So, but then we also got coming up my oldest daughter, which is she's been diagnosed. She's been diagnosed as the old lady child. She acts way more mature than her age, but she still acts like me, which I'm not sure if that's good or bad. She's starting to get a little mouthy on her and smart aleckness, so I must have done something right. But she graduates college on the 10th, and then let's see, two of the kids, the girlfriend's second oldest, and my boy both graduate high school. So those couple weeks are I'm not I'm travel. Well, I got to travel for one, but that's going to be I'm off the whole weekend. There's going to be no social media, no shows, no nothing. Even though there is a badass show on the 18th at the other side in Kearney, Nebraska. It is part of the oh shit, give me a second. I'm remembering off the top of my head. It's something more group therapy with King ISO, Snake Lucy, Tabo the Truth, Upset, Royal Music, I think, is on that one. But yeah, that's going to be May 18th at the other side in Kearney. One of my home away from homes, the other side in Kearney. And if you haven't tried the toasted goat at the other side, you really need to try it because their food is fucking spectacular. Like I was always seeing bands eating. So I finally, the last Fecht Fest, I decided it was time to go ahead and try a toasted goat. I had just a little bit of money with me, so I was able to buy the sandwich, and fucking amazing. I don't remember what it was or what one I had, but it was really amazing. And let's see what else we got. But speaking of that, Grave Huffer, trillion ton beryllium ship. I think I said their name right. Grave Next Door and Orifice of Doom. I bet if I fucked it up. That's May 10th at the Bottleneck in Lawrence, Kansas. Gravehuffer is one band that I really want to see this year. Well, every band I really want to see. I've already talked about this one. Philly Sports Bar and Grill, The Clincher, Chasing Supernova, Hatricide, and Evil Shadows are going to be there. This is the one I want to go to. It's all going to depend on the vehicle because I do have some new camera gear that I want to try out. Like I got this. Oh, where's that? Hang on 1 second. Momentary pause. I got this cool little guy. He goes on top of my camera and it clips on and it's a screen. So I get a bigger picture of what I'm recording. So I should be able to I'm going to set that on my Pantera hat. Should be able to get some use it for recording more live videos in a different angle, some better live shots. I've got people who keep knocking on the door. Yes, child of mine wearing a Deadpool shirt. Yes, that's Deadpool. It says chimichangas. She's confused. She doesn't know what it says. She's trying to read upside down. It even says Deadpool on it. What do you need, child? Right here. Yeah, that says chimichanga. What do you need, child? Okay. I'm doing my live streams. Leave the fat bastard alone. He's HRing me. He's human resourcing, making sure I don't say fucking bad words. Well, that's because he's okay with me saying things like shit and fucking damn and turtle nipples and no, he's amazing at his job. We need more HR people like that who are just like, okay, this dude's fucking out of his mind. We'll just leave him be. We'll let him talk about turtle nipples. And my kids wonder why they are the way they are. This should sum it up on why you are the way you are. I helped create you. You are half my genetic compound DNA stuff. So that's what makes you crazy, which is probably fair because they drive me crazy. So moist, moist, moist. I said moist 3 times. 4 moist, 5. No, moist is one of those words that does not upset me or offend me or get me to go. I know plenty of people that randomly about once a year, you'll see all the Facebook posts hitting moist on him. But I also have a set of friends that they tag each other and everything that says cunt. So apparently that's an offensive thing, but these two call each other cunt all the time. I don't know. I know when not to use it. I've learned through many years of learning of when not to say it. When you're in a heated argument with the significant other, do not use that word in any form of it, because that's usually how you'll get like strangled with you'll end up on a freaking murder mystery on TV, some SVU, CSI, NCIS, well, maybe not NCIS, unless you're in the Navy or was in the Navy, then you won't be on NCIS. You'll be on some CSI, Criminal Minds bullshit of why you got killed because, well, once they find out, they're like, well, they were in a heated argument and he called his wife a cunt. We figured this was justifiable homicide. We shall just walk away right now. This is perfectly fine. No harm, no foul. Makes more sense to me. And let's see, we're rocking both these. So far, we're doing pretty good. I've been yammering on for about 25 minutes. The girlfriend took out, as you can tell, I'm switching between screens because I can't have all my different screens up. And the advantage of using the computer screen on this, I need to do some more or start doing some music videos so then I can afford the computer, because I realized if I'm going to get the computer that I want, I got to start making some money off of this stuff. So I'm also working on setting up I've got the Cash App. Like a teenager, I got Cash App. But I'm also working on the PayPal and some of those other ones. Venmo, that's the other one. I got to set up those accounts. So if I end up having vehicle troubles, I'm going to be working on setting up all the business aspects so I can start, because my girlfriend is super amazing with what I do. Dual live streams with me. We could do a dual live stream. We could even one up you. We need to get on a PlayStation game and just shit talk the whole way through it while we're just running through and killing monsters and demons. But that would entail me getting on the PlayStation for watching something other than movies or TV shows. But let's see what else we got. Also, if you're in the Wichita, Kansas area, dude, they've got a shit ton of shows. We have the technology. We have the shit talking. We are both mentally unstable, and we may or may not have. Well, oh shit, I forgot. You are Navy. That explains how you're a CPU gamer. Well, I'm a PS5 gamer, but we can still kick ass on both of them. I'm working on getting the PC stuff, so maybe then I can get on there. But yeah, let's see. I don't know why we got on the thing of Navy, but we're going to go through with the concept of the Navy. Don't drink with those guys unless you decide to have excessive liver damage and alcohol bender. Do not drink with the Navy unless you are a trained, experienced alcoholic like I was in my mid-20s when my friend came back from overseas. It was in the Navy, and I literally went on keep in mind, I was doing construction work. This is the middle of the summer, and I was keeping up with him till 2 and 3 in the morning on excessive benders, and I was able to hang with him. And they do give long hugs. But don't talk about their telescope. It may pop up from time to time. Oh, God, I might be horrible. And this is why we are friends, because we can say stuff like that, and it's perfectly okay, because we didn't cross any lines. Plus, I think both of us signed the waiver anyway, so it's perfectly okay. But yeah, don't challenge Navy people to drinking contests. Basically, any of the armed forces, do not challenge them to a drinking contest unless you are the Lemmy level alcoholic. You're gonna lose. You might be able to hang with them for the first 15 shots, but after that, they're gonna keep going, and you're gonna be drooling on yourself, peeing your pants at the bar stool. But people are gonna make fun of you. I was not the guy drooling on the bar stool peeing myself. I want that to be known. I take pride in not pissing myself while I was drunk. That was always my big thing. I never pissed myself while I was drunk. I pissed on a lot of stuff while I was drunk. Part of Salina is completely mine, including the school, because I have peed on everything on that street. Well, almost everything. I leave people's personal houses, but the sidewalk is mine because, well, when you're hammered and you got to pee, it's every fucking 20 steps anyway. So you're just going to start peeing wherever. I'm trying not to get the public intoxication charge. That's the kicker. Because 2 a.m, you got to be kind of quiet and look like you're not completely shit-faced while being completely shit-faced and trying to figure out how to walk home and not getting turned around and losing where the hell you're at. That's the big thing. Yes, I'm blowing clouds of vapes because I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I haven't in, oh God, I haven't had a cigarette in five years. Yeah, haven't had a cigarette in 5 years. Haven't had a full drink of alcohol in a year. Before that, it was like 3 years before that. So yeah, I'm pretty much sober. There's very, very random occasions that I do drink. I mean, every now and then I'll have like a sip of somebody's drink, like my buddy from Reanimated Customs in Salina, Kansas. Huge shout out to him because uh he's the cool type of mechanic because he will show you how to fix this stuff. So the next time that it happens, you can fix it. So I've actually learned a lot of how to fix my vehicles from him because they break when I go to Salina. He helps me fix them or kind of shows me how to do it. And then the next time it happens, then I know how to do it because rather than like, oh, he's a mechanic, I'm just going to stand here and not do anything. I make sure that I'm involved. I'm asking him what he's doing. I'm making sure everything's right. So, or what he's not that it's right, but what he's doing. So the next time that it happens, I can do it. So, and I've also been completely off drugs for the last 15 years. I know that I act like I'm on it, but I've actually been clean for 15 years. It's crazy. But I do have 5 exceptions that I had to make a promise to my daughter that I wouldn't do drugs again. But I did find a loophole. There are 5 exceptions. She added one, but I had originally 4. Snoop, Willie, Cheech, and Chong. And she said if I can smoke with Martha Stewart, then that's my freebie 5th one. So if I get the opportunity to smoke with Martha Stewart, you goddamn right I'm going to take that one. Be like, what'd you do this weekend? I can't tell you. I'll find out in 45 days when my system's clean so I can post this shit so I go get a random UA. No, but it's one of those things that I don't talk about the addictions because I was a fucking maniac when I was on all this stuff. I was in a band called Swept Aside. What's up, Boyd? He's going to be coming to Grand Island on April 12th at the Glass Bar with Upset 308 something 308 something. There's a show going on at the Glass Bar in Grand Island. Upset. Also, Upset Beats is a huge promoter in the Grand Island area and puts on a lot of shows and is part of a lot of shows in the area. He's the reason I've seen oh crap, how many bands has it been? I saw Mr. Capone because of him. Spider, who is the other guys? There's been a lot of artists that I've seen. Dre Wall. I think I met Boyd through that. We got Trevor from Sin and Scar. Yeah, see, I can go on these tangents. This is the advantage of how my ADHD maniac brain actually works because I can keep track of both these screens, have some conversation going on in my head, figuring out what I'm saying next, and still have absolutely no clue what the hell I'm doing. So most of the time, I'm just winging this stuff, and I just make it work because I like to move it, because I just keep swimming. Hey, it works. A couple of the Disney movies that have not turned into live animation, which I really want to disagree with something, how they're talking about live animation. The Lion King movie does not count as fucking live animation, in my opinion. It's all CGI. You didn't bring a fucking tiger out there and be like, all right, go over there and do this, and we're going to voice actor over it. No, that's all bullshit. It was not a live action. It was a CGI. It's still a fucking animated movie. But the cool thing is they did have James Earl Jones do the voice of Mufasa in both of the movies. So I haven't seen the new Mufasa. Right now, when we go down and see the grandkids, it's like Bluey and some car show, and I don't know what else the hell we're all watching. I sit there and try to fall asleep until I get jumped on. You'd think for like a 30-pound little kid, when he jumps on me, it wouldn't kill me, but oh, good Lord, he does. And yes, we do have 2 grandkids. I'm pretty sure in time there's going to be I feel vulnerable now. But my daughter's been bitching about the new Lilo and Stitch live action movie. She's like, they took the white dude out and they put a Samoan guy in there. It takes the whole thing of a tourist out. And they don't have the cross-dresser in there, the cross-dressing alien. That's what made that part great, was the cross-dressing alien. That's my opinion. It's Disney has now tried to go completely non they're gonna fuck everything up. Like, I do like the fact that on How to Train a Dragon they have Gerald Butler doing the leader dude. Fuck, I don't remember what his name is. Yeah, something Stoic. Stoic the Vast or Stoic the something. I don't know. But they at least have him still as the voice of Stoic. But the fact that I'm sorry, Disney needs to do a little bit of research, because I'm sorry, Scandinavian times, there were only certain people that lived in Scandinavian areas. Do the math, do some geographical search. Disney, stop trying to appease everybody and just make good movies again. Jesus Christ. But I mean, Disney is part of Marvel, so I mean, we got that, but there's still like 12,000 fucking Marvel ones. We've also got them guys that just popped on. Yes, I do remember who a lot of the people that are popping onto these live streams are, so I can remember who. Daredevil. No, I have anymore. I don't watch a whole lot of TV or movies, unfortunately, because about 90% of my time when I'm not at work, there's the thing of I still have dad details that I have to do. Like, I've spent a week fixing one car to get it to run and put a battery back in, and then decided to massively, well, not massively, I took a chunk out of my knuckle putting this battery terminal on, or not terminal, battery clamp, battery something. I'm not an auto mechanic. I don't know auto mechanic shit. So if you do need an auto mechanic, check out Reanimated Customs in Salina, Kansas. That's my boy. He's the mechanic that I call. I'm sure there's more, but he's the one who always helps me out, so I'm always going to give him a shout out. They said I could be whatever I wanted in school, so I became a chimney. Let's see. We've got random 200 other thoughts. Advantage. My connection on this one keeps saying slow. I don't know if it's saying that up here slow or if my phone's being slow. So we're just going to kind of wing it. Winter Forever. Home feels like a luxury hotel tour 2025. Winter Forever. Ivory Days. Isika is going to be at John Barleycorn's April 14th. It's a Monday in Wichita, Kansas. See, I can talk about all this music stuff just as well. Oh, yeah, Till Hell's got a show coming up April 29th at the 1867 bar with Kingdom Collapse, Discrepancies, and The Impulsive. The Impulsive put on a hell of a show. If you haven't seen The Impulsive, you need to check those guys out. Oh, yeah, and there's Till Hell and Siphon. I mean, Siphon did finally put out their CD, so I don't have such a mandate of putting out their live demo or their live CD. But the last time I saw them, it was actually really cool because they were like, hey, before we go any further, Redbeard, this is a new one you don't have. Go back there and record it. So they literally were like telling me to go record this song, which was freaking hilarious to me. That you're going to stop the show, basically give me a shout out, tell me to go record this one because I don't have it for the live album yet. So, I mean, that's the cool thing where you build up friendships with different bands and you have those inside jokes or those jokes that are ongoing. And it always makes always makes things interesting. There's a Tiny Poetry open mic night at 116 East Iron. Subvert Studios present John Waterman, Painting of a Poet. Tiny Poet open mic night at 7 on 4/4/25. And that's on 116 East Iron with DJK ODD. Oh, it's an art show with a DJ. I just read what Eric Lorson posted. Also, huge shout out and massive compliments and appreciation to Eric. K Channel 12 or some shit like that from Kansas. He was out during the storm earlier this week and took an incredible snapshot of some lightning using what, to my opinion, is his fisheye lens. And incredible photo on top of Indian Rock in Salina, Kansas. And it made the news, their news post about the storm. So massive kudos to Eric, man. That's incredible. I do have one thing of my own, and I got to go find the damn paper thing. I haven't gotten it yet. Kiernan, that does work at the Ludacrans, sent me this photo, and I was at work, so I kind of quickly skimmed it, and it said Liederkrantz Live, and I was like, oh, hey, that's a cool thing. And he's like, you want me to grab you one? What the fuck are you talking about? I zoomed in and read the article really quick. They made a reference to me because basically in Grand Island, there's if I want to find rock, country, hip hop, Latino music, like I've covered all those different types of music categories in Grand Island. So the fact that they took a quote from an interview I did with Kiernan was really cool. I got to go find the thing so I can get a picture of it with me because I mean they massively misspelled Redbeard the hippie. I don't know how you do that, but they did. Oh well, but I know it's me, which is super cool that I'm now in a magazine and it's a tour guide thing. So that that means I got to go get it because I mean, how often do you find things like that you do an interview and somebody quotes you out of it? So, oh yeah, the Liederkrantz is a cool venue. It's Liederkrantz Live in Grand Island. Hit up Kiernan Wood. He does all the booking for the live shows. I was at his first one that he's done. I've seen Humboldt Quid there, the Killigans. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. But I think I've been to like four of his shows there. It's an amazing venue, and I want to try to get there more, but sometimes scheduling conflicts and shows don't always kind of line up the way that you'd always hope they would. And it's haunted. Dude, it's got a fucking bowling alley in the basement. that was one of the cool things. Like I ended up getting a tour. I think next time that there's a show there, if I have nothing else going on, I need to get there early so I can go in there and like video record some stuff and take some photos. And like it's a cool place to go. And there's like memberships and they do all kinds of stuff. And recently there's been like right now is kind of the season for the Comic-Con stuff. And I ended up going to Tri-City Con, which is in Grand Island over the last weekend. Oh yeah, the bowling alley there at the Liederkrantz is like 1970s. It's still got the ashtrays in it and everything. But I ended up going to the Tri-City Con, had a blast there, talked to some Ghostbusters, talked to some Stormtroopers. Oh God, what else did I do while I was there? One of the artists that I ended up interviewing, he recognized me. Oh, geez. And then I was talking to the guy from the Omaha Comic-Con coming up this summer. I'm going to try to hit that one. Salina, Kansas has one coming up in like early September. So I'm pretty sure I got like 3 weekends in there that I'm going to be hitting up, because that's the same weekend that Fex Fest is going on. It's also the same weekend that, let's see, there's Fex Fest and there's the Merry Mayhem Labor Day show and the Comic-Con all in the same month. So it's literally going to be like 3 weekends in a row. I'm going to be, well, one of the weekends we're going to go down and see grandkids and everything like that. But 2 of the weekends I'm going to be sleeping in my van with my cooler, possibly doing some magnet fishing, some metal detecting, which, oh, I'm waiting for this warmer weather because I really want to get out there. I ended up going to a park here in Hastings and I found a half of a flattened penny, half of a pressed penny, 5 cents, 3 cents, something like that, and a couple pieces of metal and some tops. But turned out being good content. I ended up going with the kids because they wanted to go to the park, so they got to go sit on the swing set and try to hit me while I'm walking around and metal detecting while they're swinging. So, I mean, it got them out of the house, gave them some exercise, and they try to hit dad with their feet. So, I mean, to me, it's a win-win for everything. But hey, we do what we do, and like trying to get the kids out of the house some of the time. Like my son works quite a bit. The oldest bonus kid is a nurse. My oldest daughter, I don't know, she goes to college and works at I don't know where the hell she works at. I don't know. I barely know where she lives. She lives like 2.5 hours away up in somewhere up there. I know that I gotta help her move soon. But yeah, the second oldest bonus kid works all the time, is pretty independent, does not understand how to turn off lights. But I think that's about any kid, because I think I used to go over to my parents' house and I'd leave the lights on there. So, I mean, I don't know. They're all, the great thing about all of the kids is they're definitely very loud, very opinionated. And we have certain things we do not talk. Like we have one rule that there is something we do not talk about at the dinner table, and we do not bring up politics at all, because everybody is opinionated and has their own opinion on it. But the greatest part about all the opinions that everybody has is I've got them to the understanding that, okay, I have an opinion and my opinion is correct. In my eyes, it's correct. You have an opinion and your opinion is correct in your eyes. So we're able to have conversations without having to yell at each other. And it's a great thing. I mean, granted, sometimes we get heated about stuff, but we also try to keep it at a normal level so we don't get the cops called, which we were trying to on Christmas Eve when you give us we had this, what's up, Sarah? Good seeing you. I had a train of thought going and it like crossed paths and they went with where it was going. I don't know where it was going. Oh yeah, Christmas Eve, we were playing this game and it was, you draw a card and you're supposed to come up with an answer, and then everybody is yelling out the answers. Like I had one of what celebrity would I want to meet if I got one? And I had to think about it, and I would want to meet Johnny Depp because I think he's cool as shit. I mean, look at how he dresses. He's a pirate. Very interesting person. I think it'd be cool to meet him. So all the kids are yelling out, and throughout the night, and it's like 11:30 on Christmas Eve, and we are yelling at the top of our lungs on just what we think the answers are. So it was also interesting to find out what the children thought of us at those certain things. Let's see. I got other stuff that I'm going. Yeah, I talked about the water show, the April 6th at the Wave. We have Stick to Your Guns. the something, Paleface, Swiss. It's the Curse Tour. That's at the Wave April 6th. That's actually coming up here soon. 6 people have reacted to my video. I don't know what the reactions are, but Young Mex from Grand Island. He's been getting on a lot of shows lately. And you should check him out too. He's a rapper, and I got the opportunity to record his first live performance ever. So, I mean, this is the advantage of what I do. You get to meet new people, you get to interview them, which I did. And unfortunately, sometimes when you try to do so much, sometimes the cables get mixed up. So the one that was supposed to go into the microphone went into the camera, and the one into the camera went into the microphone. I had the cable switched back and forth. I didn't check it, and that was my bad. And I ended up recording like 5 videos outside. I froze my balls off. They have finally, since the weather started to warm up, reascended out of my body because it was freezing ass cold this winter up here. And so I got to yeah, so I'm like learning to slow down just a little bit, slow the ADHD brain down. Heartland Event Center on Saturday, April 5th is upset. He's going to be doing a live performance at the Heartland Event Center in Grand Island, Nebraska during the intermission of the Midwest Regional Golden Gloves Tournament. So there's going to be a boxing match, and in the intermission, a live concert. That's fucking awesome. I don't think I've ever seen one of those, so that's going to be one that's going to be very interesting to see. Oh yeah, and here's one. April 19th from 11 to 6 at the Gloom. It's the Gloom and Doom Festival. Vendors, live music, food and drinks, unique vendors, psychic readings, oddities and curiosities, sinister ceramics and creepy creations and more. It is going to be at the shit. Where's this going to be at? I'm not 100% sure where this is going to be at, but it is going to be at 2200 North Market, Wichita, Kansas. It is the Gloom and Doom Festival. That I think would be something cool to attend. Just for the fact that it's sinister, it's odd, it's weird shit. So, I mean, for me, that's always the thing that definitely makes those type of events unique, interesting. We have Rage is My Rival, Mile Marker 666, and Why Bother? It's a free show at TJ Leland's in Pittsburgh, Kansas, down at the bumfuck border. But Rage is My Rival did put out a new song recently. I think Why Bother within the last 6 months has put out a song. And I don't know anything about Mile Marker 666, but I do follow them, which I know makes absolutely no sense that I follow all these artists, but I don't. There's a lot that I follow and try to pay attention to. So if I can do some shout outs to, River City Rejects, Anarchs for Assholes, an OKC punk band hosting Monsters, and Gut Bomb are going to be in Lincoln coming up. Brightburner, Wabash and Lake, Neon Run, and Story of Something. A Story to Unfold, April 5th at it's ICT Live with Matt Bueller. Huge shout out to Matt Bueller. If you don't follow Matt Bueller or ICT Live, check them out. That dude is always putting on stuff. It's the Rock and Roll Hall. John Barleycorns. He's got quite a few shows coming up. Let's see. Oh, that one was. Oh, Sin and Scars got one. Wednesday, July 6th, it's Incognitive, Doomed for Death, which I have heard extremely great things about, especially from my buddy Daniel Scott Films has spoken immensely highly about these guys. And Sin and Scar, that dude, the bass player for Sin and Scar, is in like 176 bands. He's like 112 years old. He's missing like his ear. He's tone deaf. If anybody knows Adam Gordy, let him know that I'm talking shit. No, Adam and Jen, who do Off the Rocker merch. You need some merch in the area, hit those two up. They do shirts, hats, koozies, thong underwear. I don't know if they do thong underwear, but now they're going to do thong underwear because I'm going to tell them I need some Redbeard the Hippie thong underwear made. Hey, why not? If people aren't going to ask for the weird things, I'm going to ask them to. I need to ask them. So Jenny Jack and Adam Gordy at Off the Rocker merch, huge shout out to them. Great people, and huge supporters. I mean, like I said, Adam's in like 15 to 112 bands. He does everything from play the kazoo and the triangle to the tambourine to jerking off in a towel and using it as sound effects. I don't know. Maybe somebody will let Adam know that I'm talking shit. No, I love the dude. Adam's a great dude. I have nothing negative to say. But if you do get the point to, poke fun, I mean, I was doing an interview and he fucking mooned me through the damn glass door. So I'm allowed to talk some shit because... What up, Chaotic? Oh, Sonny B's on here. He's got stuff fucking every weekend. I need to set up with Sonny and Alistair to work on shooting a fucking music video for him, which he now has a drummer, so he has somebody who he can steal his seat. Yes, I do see the videos and I do pay attention to all that stuff. I literally watched Sonny steal the drum throne and take off with it and go hide it behind a pillar behind the other side of the drum set. Oh, you guys are in. Oh, yeah, you guys are in Denver. I love the fact that I'm pretty sure there's people that are tuning into this that are like, the fuck is this guy talking about? He goes on shout outs and rants and raves and you name it, and I'm all over the damn place. And now we got Mud from the bass player for Sonny B. Fuck, get the vocalist and get your dad on here. We'll get everybody on here. Get your mom too. I'm just, let's see what else we got. We got Acting Human, Friday, April 4th, Backstage Bar and Billiards, and Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a Las Vegas band in here. Tyrants by Night, Apex, Menace, Acting Human, Pirates of the Promised Land. Okay. They had me on Pirates of the Promised Land. That is a band I want to go check out. Should have turned down my little ringy dingy thing on here. So far I'm getting all the updates that my phone's giving me. But yeah, we got Acting Human. So I got Vegas on here. Fuck yeah. Also, Partheon and Terran Severance on May 7th is opening up for I Hate God. I did get invited to this show and asked if I'd be able to attend. Fuck, I don't know. That one would be, I have seen I Hate God. I saw them April 26th. I did get to, well, it was the I Hate God and Goat Horse show. And I got to interview Goat Horse. So I tried interviewing I Hate God, but they time scheduling and crunches and stuff, and I fully understood. So I have interviewed Partheon, and I need to interview Terrence Severance. Let's see. We got The Wave, April 27th. We have Humanity's Last Breath. The Gloom in the Corner, and I hate some of these band logos on how they write them. They are so damn chaotic trying to read them. Let's see. Where the hell is Sonny's post at? I know Sonny had something on here. Well, it's not Sonny, but we're going to do a shout out, or we're going to do this one because this is the Gifted Metal, the KZU Metal Manifesto Benefit Show, May 16th and May 17th. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend that one because I have a graduation on the 18th for 2 children who would be really pissed off if I showed up extremely tired. And I'm pretty sure the girlfriend and family members would be like, where the fuck were you? I went to a double nighter. But Easy A Band, Sonny B, Grave Key, Heather, let's see. Evil Shadows is going to be there. The Hooligans Gentlemen, Jerry and the Rat Bastards, Between Monsters and Mercy. Those guys are brutal as fuck. XII Minutes, Angels on Fire, Escape the Eclipse, Rico's Pass, and Siphon are all going to be at that show. So there's one band. They've changed their names a couple times, and I can't 100% remember off the top of my head. They used to be Bear the Attack, and they've changed it a couple times. But I really like what those guys do. I've seen them I think 4 times. Here's one if I'm going to, skip work for a good reason. The Chaos and Carnage Tour. I know this isn't a local one, but it's in Wichita. There is Dying Fetus, Cradle of Filth, Flesh God Apocalypse, Noblivious Scar, Vomit, something, and there's 3 bands at the bottom I can't read. If there's a show that I'm going to skip and I'm going to try to pull some strings, that's going to be at the Temple Live. That would be the one where it'd be okay, who do I got to give a hand job to get backstage to interview these bands? None of that's that interview. I gotta have some self-respect. I mean, there's a ton of stuff going on at the Hideout. There's Time and Space Live at the Hideout, April 18th. Witch Cradle, Hayes, Thunderbird Hotel, and Hey Radio are going to be also at Barleycorns. Barleycorns is the place to be in Wichita. Apparently, the Wave and Temple Live and the Hideout. Fucking killer stuff going on down there. Gravehuffer has a bunch of stuff. Rotten Aura, and they're going to be down there May 9th. There's a Saturday, April 19th, the Diaper Jam. I mean, there is tons of stuff going on about everywhere that you can find. And I didn't realize I've been yakking on here for an hour, so I'm actually kind of impressed. You just want the hand job. Plus, I always see you at shows that I can get backstage anyway, so it's not like it's be you can get backstage at Gray's Keg. Okay, so I just go outside, go around to the north side of the building, then you're backstage because there is no backstage at that place. See, I know my venues. That's why I'm hoping Stock can at least come to Nebraska. Then half the venues up here I can get into and get around and get to where I need to. I mean, the Royal Groove, I was called a professional. I was kind of taken back and offended all at the same time. But I guess I carry myself like a professional. And that's how I'm able to get into places that I get. I don't know. I just do what I do and I enjoy what I do. So, I mean, if I had the opportunity to and was able to make a living off of it, hands down, I would quit the regular job and do social media stuff, reaction review videos, all that stuff all day long, all the time, unless I'm sleeping or playing a video game or taking a shower or doing other stuff. Probably have to fold laundry at some point in time. So, I mean, obviously I wouldn't be able to do it all the time, but if I could, the Royal Groove, did you get a shot at? No, I don't know if I got a shot at that at the Royal Groove. I'm not 100% sure. There's a room that I wasn't allowed in because that was where Joey Scott was, and that was kind of off limits to the photographers, which, hey, the fact they let me go upstairs and into areas that I wasn't supposed to be in, super cool. Plus, the whole staff there was really nice to me, and uh, Art by J Bob was there. P Wiz was there, so I got to work with two other incredible photographers that I love seeing those guys. Well, his work and her work. I see it all the time. I mean, she covers a ton of shows in Lincoln. So if I want to know what's going on in the Lincoln area, I just pay attention to what P Wiz. And in the Omaha area, I pay attention to what J Bob's doing. Yes, I'm going to show off my manly bicep with my gargoyle tattoo that took a year and a half to design. And then the other tattoo. We'll just show that off. And then there's this little area here that I need to go get tattooed in. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And then I got the elbow tattoo of the creepy skull thingy. Can't really see it. Okay, I gotta turn the elbow. Yeah, you can kind of see it. There's some fingers coming out of the eyeballs. There it is. Creepy ass skull on the elbow, which is actually kind of weird. It didn't hurt. There was like 2 spots on the elbow that hurt. Most painful tattoo? Stomach and rib cage. Fuck those. Worst tattoo to have heal is the band logo on the side of the neck. I was driving for Pizza Hut at the time, and I decided to get the neck tattooed. And when it heals, it gets that whole nice little rough, crusty shit on there. And like I couldn't move my neck, and I was a delivery driver, so it made things very, very interesting. And we've been on here for an hour now, so I gotta go see if somebody's cooking something for dinner or if I'm having a ham sandwich. Definitely need to get a drink. Next time I'm gonna have to bring more water in here. So plus I gotta get ready and have my gear ready just in case for miracle of up and below and beyond entities and all that fun stuff. If my van doesn't blow up tomorrow and the problems are no longer there, then I will at least have all my gear ready to go to the show. If not, if the problems aren't fixed, then I'm going to be calling around to mechanics and hopefully trying to get the thing in so I can get the vehicle fixed. But that is the downfall of what I do, is not always having the ability to make every show, because unfortunately life does come up and it does take twists and turns and all those different ways that it likes to do things. I almost thought I made it through an entire week without having something fuck up and go wrong. But well, I made it to Thursday. That's a whole lot better than starting a Monday off with no hot water like we did a couple weeks or about a month ago. Yeah, that was a fun Monday. No hot water and $500 later to get the thing fixed. But hey, it's life. It happens. If I'm not able to make the shows, I'm still going to support like I always do. Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's one of those ones where as much as I love going to shows, I still have to at least have, man, I appreciate all the bands that let me record them. Like they're the unsung heroes. That they write the music, they record it, they do all the stuff, and I get the privilege and the opportunity to be able to take photos and record it and put it on social media, and hopefully can get them, if all the stuff that I do brings them 1 fan or 10 fans, that means it's all worth it. And I haven't ran into any bands that are like, no, we don't want you to photograph us, or no, you can't take a video of us. That'd be the one time it'd be like, all right, cool. So next time that if you're going to be like that, the next, like I have this rule that every band and every artist gets it. I would do the 3-strike rule, but no, we're doing 2 strikes. Like for me, if I see you one time and you're, standoffish or kind of douchey, I'll chalk it up to maybe it was a bad night. Maybe you got stuff going on in your personal life that's out of your control, that, sometimes life happens and you may not be in the greatest mood. And if I see you again and you still act the same way, then it's like, okay, it's not not the circumstance, it's the person. So if you're going to act like that, then I'm probably not going to come record you or photograph you for that reason. Even if, you're on a bill that other bands are on, I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity or had that present itself, which would be actually kind of weird to photograph all these bands and record all these bands and leave one out. I'm pretty sure that would raise some eyebrows of why are you doing this and why did you do it that way? So, I mean, I don't know. We'll just kind of go with things as we go and see where they go. But I am looking at some this is what happens when you talk for an hour and 10 minutes and don't take a break. I don't understand how bands can honestly do an entire set and not take a drink of water. Like, I don't get it. It blows my mind. My throat is dry right now. I didn't grab a glass of water. I didn't bring anything in so I could have a drink. But I'm looking at figuring out prices to be able to do senior photos and band photos and family photos and figuring out prices for all that stuff. It's definitely a work in progress. I'm seeing what other people are doing. I'm basing my prices around and kind of coming up with ideas. I'm figuring out prices for, like, we'll say an actual music video where I go to location and we shoot the thing and then it gets edited and all that. I'm figuring out prices for how to do that. I'm looking at, since I got some new gear of, like, obviously I'm going to record a couple songs during a set, but maybe doing something where I take different shots or different angles, up close stuff. Get a patron. I mean, I do have another, like a business one on Facebook, but I'm also putting together link trees and LinkedIn and fuck, there's like 297 different things that I got to sign up for. And I do have a piece of paper here. So how the fuck is it I have a piece of paper, no goddamn pins in this area? I definitely need to get all this stuff out of storage so I can figure out and set this desk up so I can at least have. I used to have a thing of pins over here, but that had to go into storage with the desk and everything else. And that's why I wasn't able to shoot the live videos and the podcast and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at all the different options on coming up with stuff for pricings where it's I don't have the photography stuff I've got kind of figured out, but I've also getting gear and different things, and like depending where the travel is and how far away, like things like that. So it's a work in progress. Hopefully here soon I can start promoting it that way. I definitely need to get some business cards so I can hand those out to help promote the pages and all that stuff. I mean, it's a lot sometimes by doing all of this solo, but the best part about it, even if I am doing all the work solo, I do have the unconditional support of my family behind me doing this. And the greatest part is I've literally told them, if I'm getting too caught up in it, tell me to take a break, tell me to take a day off, tell me to go watch a movie with you, something different than what I'm doing. And so far it's worked pretty well. Other times it hasn't worked at all. So still learning those things. Other days I'll come home and it's like I got this whole idea and this plan, and then I sit down in my chair and I fall asleep for 3 hours. I mean, it is what it is. So we just kind of go from there. And yeah, it's definitely building in the right direction. It is definitely doing things right. What the hell just bingy dinged? Something on my phone bingy dinged. So, I mean, this live stream has done really good. This other live stream, not so much. So, I mean, it's always hit or miss. I'll post stuff on YouTube and it'll hit big, and then I'll post the same video on TikTok and Instagram and the Book of Faces, and it'll get like a fraction of what it does. So the reason you got to cross post everything is for that reason. Hopefully you can get something brought up and caught up and done up and all that fun stuff. So we're just figuring it out as we go. We're doing what works and what doesn't work. And thanks for tuning in, Juicy. I appreciate it. Check out Evil Shadows because those guys are fucking awesome. And their bass player didn't die from having gallbladder surgery, but did get stuck in the pediatric unit because he was crying a lot. So, I mean, take it as you will. But we did send him pictures while we were at the show because that's what friends do. Hopefully Rob healed up and is fine now. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate all the support and everybody checking out what I do. I hope the weekly posts for the flyers, sharing them helps out bands, and all the videos and photos helps out the bands too. And everybody's, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm out. I think it's dinner time. I heard something beeping out there, so maybe the microwave's done or the timer for the stove's done. I don't know. We'll find out. Again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and good night. Oh, shit. Hang on. InStream. That's the one I want. All right, InStream there.